David Braley Athletic and Recreation Center and the Ontario Futsal Cup Finals. For today's Ontario Women's Cup Final, please put your hands together for the visiting team dressed in yellow and blue, Scarborough GS United. Our home team is dressed in white and blue. Please welcome the Windsor Caboto Strikers. Introducing the lineups for today's Ontario Futsal Cup Final. Starting with the visiting team, Scarborough GS United, number 4.
All right, soccer fans, welcome into the David Braley Athletic and Recreation Center at Mohawk College for the Ontario Futsal Cup 2026, as we've got both finals coming up for you live, starting this morning with the women's final between Windsor Caboto and Scarborough GS United. This rivalry finds its way to the futsal finals once again as we get set to play two 20-minute halves, and if we end up tied at the end of 40, we would go straight to penalties, 5 shooters aside. Let's get a look at your starting lineup for Scarborough GS United, who are looking for some redemption here this year. Keep an eye on Ashley Osorio, longtime anchor of that squad. Amy Lynn, the head coach there, a legend with that GS United club. Well, GS want redemption. Caboto are trying to make it 3 consecutive cup victories, and here you get a look at their starting 5 for this morning's match. Some key players for them include Brianna Caldwell, number 23, a constant threat and a big factor in the success that they've had. Here you get a look at our match officials for our first of 2 matches on the broadcast schedule. And we want to remind you that with Hub International Insurance Brokers, we have a broadcast partner today to support us as we prepare for tomorrow, and who will help us protect what matters most when we get there. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift, and Hub wants us to be ready for it. Find out more at hubinternational.com.
Number 11, Hope Winterbank. And
It's the Windsor Caboto Strikers and Scarborough GS United, and they're about to kick off here at the Ontario Futsal Cup 2026 Women's Final, and we're getting you set for that opening kickoff just moments away. Scarborough GS United will be wearing the yellow kits, blue shorts, blue socks, and Windsor Caboto in the white kits, blue numbering, blue shorts, blue socks, as we are just moments away from the opening kickoff. Ashley Zhang will be the starting keeper for Windsor, wearing number 5, and as you see in futsal, keeper's preference more so than the outdoor game. No gloves for the keeper, Zhang. On the flip side, it'll be Sarah Anisha Bradbury between the sticks for GS United. Captains meet for the coin toss and the quick photo before we get the action underway. My name's Nico Cardarelli. Thanks for tuning in this morning. On behalf of everyone from Ontario Soccer, our great technical crew, we appreciate your viewership. And whether you're watching through the Ontario Soccer YouTube channel, the new and phenomenal My Soccer app, or however else you may be tuning in, we appreciate you joining us here on what's a snowy Sunday outside in Hamilton, Ontario, but the action inside the David Braley Athletic Centre about to heat up here in a matter of moments. 2 20-minute halves, straight to penalties if we're tied after the final whistle, and we're about to get it set with some 5-a-side Ontario Futsal Cup 2026 action. O'Neill's Sportswear is a leading supplier globally to grassroots sports organizations and professional clubs alike. With over 100 years of expertise, O'Neill's is Ontario Soccer's official soccer apparel, uniform, and equipment partner. For more information on their made-to-order personalized apparel and uniform solutions, visit O'Neills.com. O'Neill's Sportswear. Live for it. Windsor Caboto will work left to right across your screen in the white kits. Scarborough GS United gets set to take the floor here, and they'll kick us off working right to left in the yellow. Ashley Osorio stands over top the ball. We mentioned her pre-match. She's dangerous, she's skilled, and she's smart. And any success that GS United have today will likely flow through her, as she gets set to kick off the women's final at the Ontario Futsal Cup 2026. Here we go, we're underway. As Carvalho controls, she's quickly pressed, and that's out of touch for an early GS United possession. Nicole Carvalho gets set to restart play. Nice chip up the floor for Osorio. She tries to pivot to her right. After the touch there from Talia Walker, possession turned over to Caboto. Hope Windebag gets set to play it in, as Caboto look to generate from their first possession, but it's turned over, and Campbell has it for GS United. Left-footed strike, blocked cleanly, and out for a United possession. Looking for that quick transition, just unable to get the separation. Carvalho tries to get it ahead there for Campbell, quickly defended. Now Osorio, touch back, that shot closed down as Walker tried to let it loose. And with 2 Caboto players pressing her, it's out of touch. United still hold possession. Walker, quick return to her. Ahead for Osorio, defender holding on. Nice step over. This could be dangerous, and that's our first goal of the match. Oh, what a beautiful finish. Ashley Campbell puts it home. But how about that play from Ashley Osorio? Get a look at this replay. From the restart, absolute perfection. Osorio shields, Campbell with the overlap, and a tidy finish to make it 1-0 for Scarborough GS United, who look to end the dominance of Windsor Caboto, who have won 2 consecutive Ontario Futsal Cup finals here in the women's division. Caboto trying to respond. Caboto getting into the facility a little bit later today than United, and you have to think with the challenging road conditions and the trip they made from Windsor, maybe a bit of a sluggish start, but now they look for response, pressing on the defender here. Good pressure there from Samantha Murphy, but ultimately possession to the United keeper in Bradbury. Quickly played out, and now GS United take it ahead there with De Silva. Making substitutions after the goal. It's Alessia De Silva controlling the defensive backline now. Chips that one ahead. Dealt with tidily there by the defender, Brianna Caldwell. Caldwell now pressing on to Fleming Thompson, who chips it ahead. Couple of Caboto defenders nearly cross paths, but they do come away with it. And then that touch from Murphy out as Windsor hold possession. So early advantage to GS United, who seem to have had a little more step in their game so far. Now Caboto work the near side. Murphy, now it's controlled by Caldwell. She plays that one over as Dessa feeds ahead for Murphy off her numerical counterpart in Banfield, and Caboto with a quick restart. Caldwell tries to chip forward, a bit of a ricochet, and then eventually the keeper Bradbury cleanly scoops it. GS United try to play through the middle for Fleming Thompson. She's closed down, but Scarborough will hold possession. Ball played back to the keeper from the restart. Bradbury with a nice chip forward, and this could be threatening, but a first touch that would have hoped for more turned it over as April Syme takes control. She lays it to Caldwell, back to Syme. Syme to Caldwell. The 2 Caboto defenders, nice touch as now Syme comes up with it, plays it down low, but the intended target in the form of Dessa too far away to make the play. GS United keeper Sarah Anisha Bradbury has pulled up a little limp here with her left leg, and she's trying to work this out, trying to shake it off. And we'll see if she stays in this match. She's going to try to tough it out for the time being, but that's something to keep an eye on here. As we'll restart with Bradbury tossing it out. Quick touch, trying to control initially was the goal scorer, Thompson. Or Campbell, excuse me, is now Caboto have possession. That one played forward, defended nicely there by Abdul Malik. And now Campbell had quick possession, but it's turned over. Syme plays forward. Nice touch as Rowe tried to shake the defender, and no indication as it will be Caboto possession. Playing in, ricochets off a defender, and it'll be Campbell who takes control for United. She has to track back after that back pass, and under some pressure, she just clears it the length of the floor before it's out of touch. So Caboto slowly starting to gain some momentum here. As from the restart within their own defensive third, Mayu plays it back to Syme. Syme carries forward. Her ball evaded Campbell, but also her own teammate in the form of Mihalopoulos, and that's out. So the restart with the goalkeeper here for GS United is Bradbury, seemingly okay from that bit of a muscular issue she might have had. That throw straight out the back line, and keepers will exchange possession. Chong playing it out. She's put gloves on since my earlier statement about the preference of no gloves. Just want to correct that quickly. As Caboto trying to threaten here, and on the ball was Alia Rowe. GS United wanted the call for possession out, but it stays with Caboto. Quick little 1-2. There's a shot off the side netting as Alia Rowe tried to equalize and didn't miss by much. GS United, quick transition up the floor as Campbell tries to center that one. There's a one-time attempt off the left foot of Kristen Betancourt. And now both teams starting to open up and press. Syme controlling here for Caboto. Plays that across the floor, looking for options ahead. It's returned to Syme. Closed down initially there by Abdul Malik. And then it's scampered up by the keeper Bradbury, who bowls it out. Under pressure there from Syme. Good work by Betancourt as Campbell knocks it off of Rowe and out for United possession. They make some changes. Both teams making changes on the fly here. As that ball chipped ahead, no clean possession. Caboto trying to track it down with Rowe in pursuit. Good shielding there, and it's out for United. As Carvalho, who came off the bench, made a nice play. Well, the ball was moving on the restart, and Carvalho made the point before she kicked it. It's turned over as possession here, and the shot attempt, not much from Marissa Oliveira. It was a tough angle. She had the defender right on her back. And in the end, the miscue by Carvalho doesn't cost United. But there's a turnover, and Caboto unable to complete the sequence as Samantha Murphy had it, but then couldn't contain it. Caldwell, Murphy. There's the keeper in Zhang. She steps forward here. Zhang looking to play this. A low drive, looking for maybe a redirection. Something to be cognizant of if you're United. Keeper there in Zhang, not willing, or rather more than willing to take a drive if she can. Here's Osorio trying to shield that out, and with Caldwell on her back, she does well to fight through that pressure. .14:40 remaining on the clock in the venue as it's stop time when the ball's out of play.
Strong, lady. Let's be strong on the ball. We're good.
As United gets set for the restart here. Osorio got a quick touch, but not enough to control. And Zhang quickly bowls that out for Caldwell. Caldwell up the near side flank as they try to possess, and Carvalho doesn't like this call. She went to the floor to make the play as Oliveira draws the foul and the free kick. So a set piece opportunity now for Caboto to try equalize here. Murphy went straight to the net. She controls now from the restart. Murphy around the defender. Oh, what a save! Sarah Anisha Bradbury with the save of the match so far. Get a look at this replay as she kicks out the left leg. From the restart, shot attempt, and Bradbury with another stop. Great look at the replay. Great couple of saves from Bradbury. And for the moment, GS United still remain in front 1-0. As you're tuned in to the Ontario Futsal Cup Women's Final here in the 2026 edition. Windsor Caboto won it in 2025, 2024. GS United last won it in 2023. And right now, GS United are trying to reclaim victory and the trophy, the cup, from Windsor Caboto. It's a great match going here. And we remind you that Toronto FC is the official founding premier partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the co-presenting partner of its talented pathway. Here go Caboto on the press. Possession still controlled nicely here by Windabank. Defender closing her down, and that's possession to Caboto. Windabank gets set to restart, plays it in. Keeper there, Bradbury making the save. Toronto FC's commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit torontofc.com for tickets and more. Of course, Michael Bradley back yesterday afternoon, was going to say last night, but afternoon matchup against TFC, and his return to BMO Field as a coach now, as a manager. That's full circle cool stuff to see. Longtime captain of the Reds. Nia Fleming-Thompson gets set for the restart. She controls here for GS United, who lead this match 1-0. Ball played across by De Silva, closed down but unable to control was Windebank, and possession stays with Scarborough. United working here from the restart. De Silva, here you get a look at the shots on target so far in this match. Caboto with 2 quality attempts, 2 big saves. The first in particular from Bradbury. What a tremendous kick save. United with just 1 on target so far, and they converted in the opening minutes of this match with Campbell scoring it. From the restart, nothing fruitful coming that time as it's back with the keeper Bradbury. Bit of a stutter step before she plays that one out. Closed down, turned over. This could be a chance. Oh, and that one pushed wide as Hope Windebank stripped it off the foot of Samantha Banfield. Get a look at the replay. Banfield closed down here. Windebank had the clear path, and with the keeper out, she just missed. From the throw, keeper to keeper, is unable to get a touch there was Fleming-Thompson. Caboto trying it back the other way. Good volley, good save as Marissa Oliveira let it fly. And Sarah Anisha Bradbury had the near post covered. Get a look at that replay. From the corner restart, nice chip over to the far wing as Hindebank tries to get around the defender. Play continues on with Hindebank in possession. Oh, what a goal! Tic-tac-toe! And off the toe of Marissa Oliveira to equalize as Windsor Caboto make it 1-1. Oh, that was an absolute thing of beauty. Get a look at this replay. It all starts here with Windebank winning the exchange. Quick touch ahead as getting the first touch was Dessa, and finishing it off was Oliveira. And what a beauty to tie this match 1-1. So we're all square, and you could feel it building for Caboto. After conceding early, they just kept plugging away, and maybe a change of momentum here in the women's final of the Ontario Futsal Cup 2026 edition. Let's see what happens now with Caboto in possession. There you get a look at Oliveira, who equalizes for Windsor. And they're pressing once again. Shooting opportunity. They opt for the pass as pushing that one was Mayu. And in the end, it's out for a United restart. Bradbury. Left-footed ball forward, picked off nearly as Rowe with some fancy footwork in tight proximity, and she nearly dribbled her way through a few. Banfield. United trying to turn. They haven't generated much in the last few minutes. Let's see what they can do. Banfield back to the keeper. Bradbury, she's getting closed down. Nice little 1-2. This could be an opportunity brewing. Betancourt, she's got Banfield with her. Campbell turns it over. Good defending there by Mihalopoulos. Nice overlap by Mihalopoulos as she gets it back, and her shot attempt blocked by Campbell as the corner to come for Caboto. So good transitional play there from Windsor Caboto as they generate with a restart opportunity. Volleyed off the defender and just wide. Nicole Carvalho got the touch as the keeper was diving down to make the save. Letting it fly from the volley was, I believe, Mayu. And then a foul committed there with Brienne Dessa taking her opponent down. Get a look at the replay. There's the foul. And you can see the left foot of Dessa trip up the United player that was starting to make the break.
Yellow card issued.
Yellow card issued here, and let's see what GS United can do. From the restart, they battle for possession, unable to corral it cleanly as Mihalopoulos comes away with it. And now Rowe in possession for Caboto. Mihalopoulos playing that one back. Rowe making the run on the overlap, but off her line to secure it was Bradbury with safe hands. United try send Metu on a run as unable to catch it, and that's out. Brianna Caldwell. Nice overlap. This could be something, and it's 2-1 for Caboto. Laura Twiddle with the touch over the keeper. And Windsor Caboto lead for the first time today. Get a look at the replay of the celebration as Caboto now in front after that Twiddle goal. United trying to respond quickly. There's a good run. Matthew onto it. Off her line comes Zhang to make a tremendous save. Easily her best of the match so far. Quick break here as Syme takes control. Oh, it's turned over. As United trying to make them pay for that mistake. And brought down there was Abdul Malik. And this will be a set piece opportunity from a dangerous spot on the pitch. Let's get a look at the replay of the go-ahead goal. As there you see the finish from Twiddle. Bradbury charging off her line, got a piece of it, but couldn't keep it out. Abdul Malik a little slow to get up here for United. You have to hope she's okay. As GS United will have a dangerous opportunity here, and Ashley Osorio walks away from the ball. She'll take a position towards the touchline as Carvalho dummies. There's the shot attempt, and driving it wide was Adrian Devlin as she tried to push it low and hard. Hunter Jones, the keeper here for Caboto, as she rolls that one out. And maybe that's what tripped me up, as that shot high and out, as it looked like Zhang was going to get the start and then switched out. Zhang wearing no gloves. All right, so I'm not totally losing it here. As the ball played ahead, and Osorio tries to turn and make something happen. Nice little back heel shot attempt. That's blocked. Abdul Malik comes up with it for United. Two defenders pressing on her. Osorio stepping forward. Syme controls now for Caboto. This could be a 2-on-1. Syme taken down to the floor. And it's going to be a yellow card here to Abdul Malik of United. End-to-end action as Scarborough GS United desperate to find an equalizer. Windsor Caboto nearly spring a quality scoring chance out of that transition. Caldwell overtop the ball here for Caboto. Two-player wall sets up to defend. But Marissa Oliveira hovering in the background. She scored the first goal today for Caboto. As Caldwell looks to take the free kick. She drills it off a defender and cleared out, as getting the worst of that was Alessia Da Silva from United. And she's going to need a second to catch her breath as she got winded from making that block shot effort. Ball ricochets. It stays with Caboto for a second restart. Syme controls. Syme off a defender there as trying to make a play was Talia Walker. Syme in possession, and that's out of touch, as United will control here through the keeper. Thrown out by Bradbury, but Caldwell will take possession for Caboto. Hard charge on the back, nothing doing there. And possession goes to Caboto. Back and forth it goes, and a whistle on the floor as a couple of Caboto players crashing to the ground. Oliveira draws the foul. Syme also took a knock there, but she seems to be able to shake it off. Oliveira plays it down low to Murphy. That ball out of touch, and United will have possession. Bradbury services that one forward to Campbell. She got an initial touch, but then on that first touch, it just got away from her. You have to wonder if she would have been better served just to crank it first shot, as that attempt from Murphy easily handled by Bradbury. Her throw out leaves you hoping for a little more, but in the end, GS United will have a restart here with Walker. She plays that over to De Silva. Turned over. Murphy trying to control now for Windsor Caboto. They lead this match 2-1. Caboto, as Murphy draws the foul, and it'll be a free kick. Let's get a look at the replay here, and you can see the exchange between Murphy and Fleming Thompson as Fleming Thompson gets called for the foul. Murphy with the shot, let it fly with her left and just curled it wide of the near post. Controlled here by Campbell. Touches forward intended for Walker, but she checked back and just offline with that attempt. Nicole Mayu plays it back to her keeper, Hunter Jones. Jones turns it over. Campbell ahead. There's the shot. Oh, what a save by Jones, but she takes it straight to the face, and you have to hope she's okay. Get a look at the replay as she stonewalls Nia Fleming Thompson, but no time to get her hands up, and she wisely stays down after making that courageous save. And you have to hope that Hunter Jones is okay there for Windsor Caboto, as she's seemingly going to be all right to continue. What courage shown there by the Windsor keeper. For the moment, she's going to have to come off the floor as she received the medical attention. So opting to put, well, now I'm not going to speak too soon because she's got gloves in her hand, but they're not on her hands yet, will be the backup keeper, Ashley Zhang, who at least for the time being will have to come into this match for Windsor Caboto. Yellow card issued on the play. Oh, sorry. My apologies. On your screen, you get the statistic of yellow cards accumulated so far. 1 per squad. And opting to put on the gloves. And there you see her, Ashley Zhang. So she takes over goalkeeping duties for the time being for Windsor Caboto after that massive save by Hunter Jones. Let's see what GS United do from the restart. Centering attempt. Campbell. Oh, she's tripped up, and it's a penalty! And Caboto are trying to switch the keeper here with a substitution, and it's going to be granted. So quickly back into the match comes Jones, as it'll be Campbell to the spot for GS United to try equalize. Trailing 2-1. Ashley Campbell steps forward and ties this match. She's got a brace. She's got both for Scarborough GS United. And she converts from the penalty spot with under 8 minutes remaining in the first half. Perfectly struck by Campbell. And we're all square, 2-2. Hindebank, she turns it over. GS United feeling confident now as they try feed that one ahead for Fleming Thompson, but it was broken up. And on the slide tackle effort, quality defending there from Alessia De Silva. Rowe steps up for Caboto, shoots. Appeals for a corner, and it is off the defender in De Silva. So Caboto will keep possession here. Hindebank playing it back to Caldwell. Here for the keeper, Jones. Caldwell. Under pressure, Jones. As Jones, you can't return it to the keeper in her own defensive half before an opponent touches it, so possession turned over there. And just a mental gaffe by Windsor Caboto cost them that possession. Talia Walker plays that over to De Silva. GS United trying to cook here. De Silva. Walker. Lays that off for Campbell. Tries to chip it in the middle. Broken up by Hindebank. Turned over though as De Silva tracking back. Takes possession. She can't feed it through initially. Goes to the floor with a hard tackle and does well to knock it out of touch. Rowe making the run on the far flank. They couldn't pick her out initially. Now cuts back through the middle as Caldwell plays it to Hindebank. Intended there for Rowe. That's turned over. De Silva. That ball ahead, but out of the range of Jaden Matthew and quickly scooped up by Jones. Hindebank. As it's controlled nicely by Rowe. Ran out of real estate but holds possession. Rowe. Quickly returned to her from Windebank. Back to Caldwell. Rowe, defender on her back, tries to turn into a shooting lane. Rowe trying to shake her. Down low for Windebank. Up top where Murphy controls. Murphy stepping in, tries the shot attempt. Appeals for a corner, and I think they're going to get it here. As Caboto trying to press ahead after seeing their 2-1 lead slip away. Caldwell, header from Rowe, and that just misses. As the Bank of Soccer, with decades investing in soccer programming at all levels, BMO is committed to boldly grow the good in business and life by growing our beautiful game. We are honored to work with BMO as lead partner of Ontario Soccer's grassroots empowerment initiatives and newly announced digital platform My Soccer, powered by BMO, a cutting-edge app and media platform set to revolutionize the soccer experience for players, coaches, officials, fans, and families throughout Ontario. Download the My Soccer app today. GS United in possession, as controlling there is Banfield. Plays it back where it's held now by Matthew. She checks her options. Closed down. Rowe tries to come away with it, but Bradbury well out of her area to make the defensive clearance for GS United. All square 2-2 here in the women's final of the Ontario Futsal Cup 2026 as we're coming to you live from the David Braley Athletic Center at Mohawk College. We're playing 2 20-minute halves. We go straight to penalties if we remain tied at the end of 40. And it is a fierce rivalry and tight competition here between these two clubs, with Scarborough GS United wearing the yellow kits restarting play here, but turning it over, and here go Windsor Caboto. Windebank makes the pass to Oliveira. Oh, and she pushes it wide. One-on-one with the keeper. What a chance there. Already 1 goal to her name in this match. But that time, Marissa Oliveira can't find the back of the net. Windebank, nice ball to the back post, and that's off the crossbar. Oh, what a chance as Caboto are pressing. Brienne Dessa turned away by the woodwork. Oliveira pushes it just wide. Oh my goodness, 3 golden opportunities for Caboto to go ahead. 3 chances missed by the slimmest of margins. Sarah Anisha Bradbury's going to be kissing the crossbar after that earlier miss. Here's a chance now, turning ahead with it. Abdul Malik, her attempt misses, and possession to Caboto on the restart. Jones bowls it out. Mayu looking for an option up the pitch. Finds Oliveira, tries to turn past the defender. Tripping on the ball and turning it over was Dessa. Here goes Abdul Malik, off her line comes Jones. She gets crunched there on that attempt. Abdul Malik a little slow to get up. Oliveira can't control after her initial attempt was blocked out. End-to-end action. Let's get a look at some of the replays from those last chances, including that one off the crossbar. This is the Oliveira one that she pushed just wide. As from the corner restart, Oliveira receives it there from Mihalopoulos. Oliveira, center to goal, lays it back, and that one pushed wide as Mayu steps up, but can't find the target with 4:13 remaining in the opening half. Bradbury gets set to toss out. Turned over as they wanted a foul. Osorio didn't get the call, but this could be a 3-on-2 opportunity as Osorio at the near side post couldn't put it on net. She crashes into the netting, but I think she's okay. Great touch there by Joanna Abdul-Malik to send it back to Osorio. And with the keeper scrambling, Osorio unable to direct it between the posts. Well, the fans that have come out this morning have been treated to a barn burner of a match, and we appreciate all of you tuning in online as well. Abdul-Malik controlling here for GS United, stepping past two defenders. Oh, thought about the shot, couldn't let it fly. And now Oliveira in transition for Caboto. Oliveira trying to cut in the middle, but closed down by Abdul-Malik. And the 2-22s, there's a Rick Ross line in there somewhere. See nothing more than a ball out of play. From the restart, there's a drive as Mayu all power, just missing with that one. GS United from the restart. Vanderland. That one turned over as Mihalopoulos resets here for Caboto with 3:25 to go. Mayu thought about Murphy, instead plays it to Dessa. Dessa looking for options, surveys the floor before laying to Mayu. Murphy tries to cut through the middle here. Good slide there by Walker. Murphy comes back with it though, and then Carvalho with a huge tackle. Controlled now by Fleming Thompson. She's closed down, ball turned over. This could be a break. Dessa tries it, but two defenders converging to block it before Bradbury bowls it out. Carvalho, her attempt on the one-time miss hit, but easily controlled by Fleming Thompson, who now tries to shake Dessa. Fleming Thompson continues in possession, tries to push forward, but it's turned over on a defensive change. GS United nearly caught short-handed. Here's Murphy, her shot attempt gets blocked. Walker controlled here by Da Silva. Slide tackle effort by Maya, desperately trying to wrestle possession away. Caboto get it off the miscue from the GS restart. And Windsor looking to press in front here before the halftime break. Scarborough GS United draw a free kick though, as teams continue to make changes here on the fly, looking for any advantage as we make our way towards the halftime whistle. That ball turned over after Walker's pass. Caldwell corrals for Caboto, but her touch off the mark of Mihalopoulos. And Scarborough GS United have possession in front of their own bench. Da Silva, she turns it over. Poor substitution there, gives Caldwell possession. Murphy, left-footed chip, as never really found anyone in proximity, and the keeper Bradbury will have control. There you get a look at some of the Windsor Caboto coaching staff, including their head coach, Steven Rogozinski. Talked about Amy Lynn a little bit earlier for Scarborough GS United, and what a legend she is across the game in Ontario. Here's a good ball ahead, but tracking back defensively was Matthew to make the stop for United, and now she tries to press on the attack here. Being closed down by the defender Twiddle, who laid it back, as with the volley attempt was Ashley Campbell. She's got both goals for United and nearly made it 3. Get a look at the replay as she chipped it up to herself off the first touch. Great volley effort and didn't miss by much. You heard the audible ooh from the crowd after that one. Caldwell. Controlled here by Twiddle, who's got the second goal today for Caboto. At the time, it made it 2-1 for Windsor. But we're all square, 2-2 after Campbell converted from the spot for United. Twiddle, her pass nearly picked off. Battle for possession, foul committed on the challenge. Campbell doesn't like the call. Let's get a look at the replay. Brianna Caldwell stands over top the ball for Windsor Caboto as she gets set for the free kick opportunity. Draws it over to Twiddle. Touches ahead for Murphy. Closed down, she falls to the floor. Didn't get the foul call, but Caboto do get possession out the side. They restart quickly. Finds its way to Murphy. Draws the shot, blocked. Maybe should have gone for it earlier in that sequence, as she seemed to have defenders scrambling, and that bit of hesitation gave De Silva time to get back and make the block. Inside the final minute of the first half, as we're all square, 2-2 here at the Ontario Futsal Cup Finals 2026 in the women's division. Murphy, steps around the defenders and scores! Samantha Murphy! What footwork, what a finish. Get a look at this. Nearly losing her balance or toying with the defenders just enough to make them think so. And Murphy slots it home to put Caboto back in front. But here go GS United. And the extra touch from Betancourt. She went for the pass, had a clear path to the net herself. Probably should have taken that on her own, but instead tried to make one extra pass to Matthew. Caboto, 30 seconds remaining in the first half as they're back in front 3-2. Well, recently named FIFA futsal referee Alexis Vaughn in the building tonight, this morning. I guess we're almost into the afternoon now. And how do you do? As that ball out of touch, and it'll be a restart here with 14.9 left on the clock for United. Great to see Alexis's progression and the accomplishments she's had in her career as one of the best match officials in the province. There's a sharp angle shot cleared away by the keeper Jones after Ashley Campbell teed it up for the opportunity. 5 seconds remaining on the clock. Campbell off a defender and actually off her own teammate there. So possession to the Caboto keeper in Jones. And that should just about do it for the first half with 4.3 remaining on the clock. She'll throw this one the length of the floor. And the buzzer sounds, so after 20 minutes, a back and forth affair. And it's Windsor Caboto leading 3-2 over Scarborough GS United. As you're tuned in to the Ontario Futsal Cup 2026 Finals, here you get a look at your first half match stats. Lots of shot attempts between both teams. 8 on target for Caboto, 5 for United. 1 yellow card apiece. It's been a really well-contested match, and it'll take the final 20 minutes and possibly more to resolve this one. So don't go anywhere. We're going to have a quick break here for halftime, and then we'll be back with the second half of the women's final at the Ontario Futsal Cup 2026 Finals.
Looking for your next car or need expert service? Number 7 Auto Mall has you covered. With hundreds of vehicles ready to drive, you can choose from top brands like Honda, Infiniti, Volkswagen, Toyota, Mazda, and Nissan. Whether it's finding your dream car or getting the best service, our team is here to make it happen at prices that fit your budget. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at number 7 Auto Mall today.
I feel honored being selected for Team Ontario, and I feel like privileged.
People thought that I had something to contribute to this team, and that means a lot.
There's a lot of hard work and dedication that leads into this.
It's a really nice reward for all the hard work that all of us put in.
Okay, girls, it's all yours.
And it's nice to see all the work that everyone puts in to produce talent in this province.
I felt great. It felt like I made it to another step in my life, and I just want to keep on getting better and show what I can do.
I've always wanted to be on the team, so it's really exciting.
Not every kid has the chance to be here and play for Team Ontario, so I'm really proud of myself.
It's super cool to represent where I grew up, and obviously my goal is to go as far as possible. So I was just really excited because this is a really good first step.
It was really exciting, and I was really happy to find out when I got the email.
It feels quite awesome, honestly. It's a great experience.
I feel like I get to perform and show my talents to everyone here watching and Ontario Soccer.
I'm really appreciative. I really like this program, and it's amazing here. I really like it.
Walking in, seeing our names above our jersey, I've done some stadium tours, and it literally felt right like that. It felt like we were professional players.
It felt like a pro experience.
A pro experience. It felt really professional.
It was like very professional and stuff. Like I've seen it on like TV and stuff, so it was like that.
It felt like I was walking into like a professional team's change room, and then like I'm about to play in a professional game.
It felt like I was like kind of like a professional, like with all my teammates.
It was a really nice experience just to hype us up, maybe get us ready for the game even more.
I'm excited for the games, the results, and to make friendships with the new teammates I have.
I'm really excited to play with the best players in Ontario, playing with them and against them.
I like being challenged like this. It's a great feeling. I love it.
I'm just excited for to perform for my coaches, my teammates, and to just show my skills around.
Just be able to play with a couple of my friends, show who I am, and play my greatest abilities, you know?
I'm most excited for playing with new players that aren't on my team that I don't get to see very often and that are from different places like London and Ottawa.
Learn new stuff, score some goals, and like help the team win.
Learn about what I can do on my position and just get better, play with better players, and yeah, just improve.
We both played 2012, so having this opportunity to play up with this amazing group of girls has just been awesome.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, these jerseys are super cool, so they're really nice.
my opinion, is the more disciplined.
All right, soccer fans, let's welcome you back inside the David Braley Athletic Center for the second half kickoff. You're tuned in to the Ontario Futsal Cup, the 2026 finals. In the women's final here with Windsor Caboto looking to make it 3 straight cup victories. They lead 3-2 after the opening 20 minutes here against Scarborough GS United. Windsor will kick us off to begin the second half, working right to left across your screens in the white jerseys, blue shorts, blue socks, as GS United work left to right in the yellow jerseys, blue shorts, blue socks. Ashley Campbell with both goals today for Scarborough GS United, and we remind you that Ontario Soccer is thrilled to continue collaborating with Circle K, the Canadian convenience store industry leader, as a premier partner and supporter of grassroots soccer across the province. Whether to fuel up before a big game or after a hard practice, Circle K is your thirst stop. Visit CircleK.com to find convenience stores near you. 3 different goal scorers for Windsor Caboto. Oliveira with 1, Twiddle with 1, and the go-ahead goal right now is scored by Samantha Murphy, as Scarborough GS United will have a free kick here close to the far touchline. Carvalho wants to make sure this ball is settled. Doesn't want to turn possession over this time. Chips it towards the back post, finds its way back to Carvalho as she chips that one towards Osorio, but punched away nicely by the keeper, Jones. Hunter Jones with a good play to come off her line there and steer it aside from the restart. That one off of Windabank and out for another GS United possession. Osorio trying to shake the defender. Loose ball, scramble for it, and it's in the back of the net! Caboto wanted a foul called, but Talia Walker cleans up the trash. And inside the opening minute of the second half, Scarborough GS United have tied this match at 3. There you see the scramble. Vanderland, the player for United, who got things tied up long enough for Walker to come in and clean it up after Osorio made the physical play to steer the ball goal bound. And Walker ties this match 3-3. There you get a look at Walker subbed out after the goal. What a big moment for her and United as they're back to level terms. Bradbury chipping that one ahead. Windabank there to head it clear for Caboto. Scarborough GS United's women's squad last won the Ontario Futsal Cup in 2023. It's been 2 consecutive victories for Windsor Caboto. And if we end tied, we go straight to penalties after 40 minutes. But a long way to go in this match as here goes Dessa. She gets tripped up, and that's a hard foul. And will there be more? Doesn't look like a yellow card coming out here. Let's get a look at the replay. As Brianne Dessa draws the foul there against Da Silva, and it'll be a free kick for Caboto. Marissa Oliveira overtopped the ball. Caldwell there as well. Both ladies debating who will take it. Oliveira drills it. Blocked by the wall. Danger still present. Oliveira gets it back, and that time her shot wide and out. A reminder that we've got one more match on the broadcast schedule for today with the men's final. Stay tuned and get all the latest from the My Soccer app powered by BMO. Foul committed on the back of Fleming Thompson. Possession here to United from the restart. It's out of touch. And we'll get a kick here. Taken by Banfield. Fleming Thompson with Caldwell on her back. Fleming Thompson, Murphy into the fray. She strips it away. Appeals for a call. Murphy has it for Caboto. Trying to get past Da Silva. Shot. That one snagged by the hands of Bradbury. Looking for a fast break. Nothing doing initially. She's got to let it go. And now Fleming Thompson takes control. Da Silva pushes that one ahead, but Windabank able to knock it out. before it could be controlled by Banfield. Quick restart. Campbell to Banfield. De Silva, her shot, that was high. Looked like it may have taken a bit of a touch off a defender, but out, and possession to Caboto. So the keeper Jones throws that one the length of the floor, and possession turned over. Controlled now by Banfield. Draws back. Betancourt tries to switch the floor. Devlin. Betancourt tried the overlap for Devlin, but it's off of Murphy, and United will hold possession with the side out. Mihalopoulos steps up, takes possession away. Caboto trying to break in transition. Syme touching ahead now for Murphy. Murphy closed down here, trying to shake the defender. Possession out to Caboto. Murphy, Syme, working tight to the touchline, and they lose possession. Got to use a little more of the floor there. GS United in more seasoned veteran squad here. Caboto, a little more energy. Although some quality veterans on this Caboto squad too. Syme, Caldwell. And here's Rowe, who shakes the defenders. Tries to cut through the middle. Rowe just had it knocked away from her at the last moment. Nice defending getting back there was Matthew. That ball chipped forward, blocked initially, second attempt. That's Rowe who tries to bring it down. Mihalopoulos, here's Syme trying to turn with her right foot. Syme in possession, squared up by the defender. Syme tries to dribble out of pressure, and then chopped down at the end by Mihalopoulos as the foul committed by Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik draws the foul after Mihalopoulos commits it. GS United in possession, stripped away nicely by Rowe. Rowe's got room to run here. Player streaking to the far post. She tries the shot off the defender, out for the corner. Windsor Caboto continue to accumulate corners here. Let's get a look at the replay. As Rowe tried to get the cross, you can see Syme, number 2, making the run to the back post, but defended well. Dessa has Mayu checking. Oh, nice job by Rowe to free herself for the volley. And with the left foot and the keeper charging off the line, Alia Rowe just missed. Get another look at this set play, and you can see she just pushed it wide of the post. Great chance there for Rowe and Caboto. We're still square 3-3 here in the Ontario Futsal Cup 2026 Women's Final. Scarborough GS United and Windsor Caboto battling it out tooth and nail here. That ball chipped ahead. It'll go the length of the floor before it's side out. For Caboto. Mayu stands over top. Plays it forward, headed down, but unable to control was Campbell. She nearly did get it back before the keeper Jones scooped it up. Campbell, hard foul there as Mayu steps into her path, and that'll be a free kick opportunity for Scarborough GS United. Get a look at the replay. And there you can see Mayu stepping up, taking Campbell out of the play. Carvalho, Campbell, back to Carvalho. She's closed down immediately. Ball turned over. Rowe, she's got Syme making the run. Well defended that time by Abdul Malik, as she ends up playing it off of Rowe and out for a goalkeeper possession to GS United. Great work that time by Abdul Malik. Well, you get a look at Sarah Anisha Bradbury, the keeper for GS United, who tried to catch Osorio unmarked up the pitch, but the throw picked off. Bradbury making some big saves. Both keepers for both teams making huge saves in this match. As there's a nice overlap, Syme takes control, but juggled it in her feet. Bradbury scrambling to get back in position, but the volley from Rowe off the mark and out for Possession to Bradbury. She quickly scoops it up and looks to throw it up the floor where it's controlled by Walker, who's got the equalizer and the lone goal so far in the second half for GS United. The only goal in the second half for either of these teams so far, as Caboto's 3-2 halftime lead was quickly erased in the opening minute here in the second half. Syme checks her options. Steps over. Had Dessa, didn't like it, so plays it up the line for Rowe. Dessa making the run, steps into it. Well, brilliant way to draw it up, but the finishing attempt a little bit lackluster. Caboto continue to generate good opportunities. Dessa has had a couple good chances today. That one off the head of a defender, and bit of a tense moment there for the keeper Jones as she had to scamper back, ensure that wasn't going towards the target. Tried to save it from a corner, but GS United will have the set piece here in the far corner. Talia Walker over top the ball. Osorio the short option. Back to Walker. Out top, controlled by De Silva. Alessia De Silva checks her options. Osorio couldn't control it, and she had some choice words there that are not okay to repeat on air, so we'll just let that one go, and Osorio will work for another chance at another point. Here goes Oliveira for Caboto. That time turned over. Osorio, nice overlap run, gets the ball ahead to Walker. Walker, left-footed shot off the defender, out for a corner. Get a look at the replay of that chance here as Walker steps over and creates that chance with her left. Walker from the restart to Silva, off of Osorio. Vanderland, and her shot off a defender, out for a corner. So Scarborough GS United with some swagger here in the second half, and they're pressing, trying to get the lead for the first time since they were up 1-0. Osorio. Walker draws the left-footed shot. What a save! Hunter Jones with one of her best saves today on that chance. Get a look at the replay. Walker with that tremendous opportunity as she sets up for another corner. Chips that one. Caldwell with the header. And this could be a fast break now for Caboto. It's a 2-on-1. Twiddle brings it ahead. Defenders hustling back, and in the end, Twiddle's pass unable to find the intended target of Oliveira as it's out. Possession to the keeper, Bradbury. Now in their fourth year as Ontario Soccer's premier partners, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, representing Ontario's 3,400 dairy producers and their families, are the exclusive title partner of the Future Leaders program presented by Milk. Nominations are now open. Visit ontariosoccer.net for full details. From the sequence, possession turned over, and Caboto unable to hold it as it's side out here for GS United. Fleming Thompson lays that one off. Nice overlap on the back heel. Ball played through the middle. Unable to control was Banfield. Caboto turned over by Oliveira. Banfield gets it back. Fleming Walker over to Banfield. Fleming Thompson over to Banfield. And now it's out of touch for Caboto possession. Caldwell up the line for Murphy. Murphy dribbles ahead, tried to find the overlap there from Windebank, but it was broken up. And now here goes Banfield for United. Feeds that one forward as tracking back to control is Devlin. Sets up the attempt, and the shot off the foot of Betancourt left them wanting more. Ball thrown quickly ahead for Oliveira. Appeals for a handball, nothing doing. Blocked by the defender, and Caboto will hold possession with side out. Murphy. Back to Mayu. Mayu surveying the floor. Dishes that to Windebank. Windebank through the defender's legs to Oliveira. Overlap on the back heel. Nothing doing. Possession turned over as GS United try get a clearance. Windebank, her chip ahead. That one broken up. As now it's back to the keeper, Bradbury. She got closed down quickly, did well to get the ball ahead as Fleming Thompson unable to win that aerial exchange. And now Murphy lays it over. Oliveira shoots and just misses. Well, Marissa Oliveira has already got one to her name in this game, but she arguably could have had a hat trick with that opportunity as she missed in the first half by a slim margin, and there again, a golden chance that she pushes wide of the target. Here goes United. Tracking down, great tackle there by Mayu. Hard exchange as Fleming Thompson got the worst of it. And it'll be possession to GS United after that initial chance from Devlin was turned away. Corner kick here as GS United play it short. Matthews, she tries to drive it through, it's blocked. Second attempt, trying to pick out Fleming Thompson, but it was intercepted. Abdul Malik couldn't turn past the defender, but she will hold possession with the side out restart. However, they give it away. And now Caboto will take it. Mayu back to the keeper, Jones. Jones tries to play that ahead. Hit by the head of Campbell, but no harm, no foul. Played up the pitch, Rowe making the run here, but Bradbury shields it out of touch. Bradbury throwing it out from the restart, slide tackle. Campbell wanted a foul, nothing doing after Mayu makes the attempt. As Carvalho gets set to restart. Here you get a look at the foul stats accumulated in this match, as it's been a well-contested effort here between these two rivals. Mayu gets set to restart here for Caboto. Plays the long ball up the pitch. Rowe completely unmarked. Keeper dives, missed it. Rowe still in possession. Oh, what a chance for Caboto, as Bradbury, the United keeper, trying to work out a knock with her right arm that crashed to the floor. Rowe from the restart at the corner, but unable to generate anything of substance. And now Caboto have possession on their own side of half. Mihalopoulos. Mayu. Back to Mihalopoulos. Mayu tries to chip forward. Murphy, the intended target, turned over. Here's Campbell for United. Campbell touches wide to Walker. Walker tries to chip ahead. Matthews, she draws back for Campbell. Good control after Carvalho got it over to Campbell. Walker here, trying to step past the defender. Murphy got a bit of a knock on her. Advantage played. Walker still in possession now after returning from Carvalho. What a move! Oh, what a save! Jones steps up for a clutch save there on Talia Walker, who dangled past a couple of defenders. Hard tackle going the other way as Mayu got the worst of it, but Carvalho slow to get up, and she's going to be unable to get up here for GS United. As Carvalho still down, let's get a look at that last sequence of play and that beautiful step over move that shook the defender, as Mayu was left in the dust there from that play by Walker. De Silva, Walker tries to force it through, turned over, 3-on-2 brewing. Rowe controls for Caboto. Rowe makes the pass. Mihalopoulos turned away by the reflex save there by Bradbury. Here goes United. Campbell shoots. Big save by Jones. End-to-end action here as we approach the midway mark of the second half. And we're all tied 3-3. Campbell. De Silva back to Campbell. Tries to feed it over. Vanderland takes control. De Silva. Squared up by Rowe. Nice defending by Mihalopoulos. Syme keeps it in but turns it over. Walker again, the fancy footwork. Campbell tries to draw the cross in front. That's blocked. Mihalopoulos looking for a transition. Plays ahead for Rowe. Rowe in all alone. Oh, big save by Bradbury. Danger still there. And chipped over top the net by Mihalopoulos. Both teams generating quality scoring opportunities. Both goalkeepers coming up clutch as we're deadlocked 3-3. Push off there by Osorio. She doesn't like the call. You gotta love Ashley Osorio. Free kick here for Caboto. Caldwell. That's a good ball ahead for Oliveira. Can she turn the defender? Oliveira forced wide with 2 on her back now. Can Caboto take advantage of the mismatch? Shot from Oliveira, and at the near post, Bradbury comes up with a big save. There you get a look at Ashley Osorio, a leader out there for GS United, but right now she needs to lead her team defensively off this corner kick restart. Caldwell, Osorio creates the turnover. What can she do now? Osorio takes it forward. Still has some time and space before she's closed down. And it's possession out for GS United. From the restart, cross signals, ball turned over. Caldwell plays it off of Banfield, and it's possession over to Caboto. Dessa, heavy first touch. Can she get it back? She does for Syme. Syme tries to touch out wide, but they lose it to the boundary. And a chance for us to remind you that the Canadian Premier League, on behalf of its Ontario-based member clubs, Forge FC, Inter Toronto FC, and Atletico Ottawa, are proud premier partners of Ontario soccer and co-presenting partners of the Talented Pathway. For updates and more information, please go to canpl.ca. Scarborough GS United with the restart as Osorio tries the one-time chip, and she puts it over top the target. There you get a look at Marissa Oliveira for Windsor Caboto as they try and make it 3 consecutive cup victories, but they're in a tough one right now, all square 3-3. Still 9+ minutes of match time remaining, but it's starting to feel like it could be next goal win scenario or potentially destined for penalty kicks. Oliveira back to Syme. That ball just across the touchline. Syme didn't like the call. Vanderland playing it back to the keeper here. Controlled initially by Fleming Thompson, but she can't hold possession, and now Caldwell takes control. The 1-2 nearly intercepted, but it ricochets back to the keeper, Jones. Dessa, a little relaxed there, but they get it over to Caldwell, who in turn plays it over to Syme. Syme, Caldwell, they start to close down the zone a little bit here. Syme trying to make the turn is Oliveira. Oh, what a save by Bradbury! She charged to the top of her area to make that stop. Courageous keeping, and now on the throw, can they make something happen? No! De Silva, you saw her jump into the wall and punch it, knowing that if she had maybe 5 more feet in front of her, that result may have been different, but she ran out of time and space. And both teams continue to press for a go-ahead goal here with 8:06 remaining. A reminder that we've got the men's final up next, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. As here, GS United trying to make a play with Abdul Malik making the run. Big save by Jones. Abdul Malik with an individual effort as she opened up some separation and space to create the chance. She chips from the corner as Fleming Thompson got ahead to it but couldn't put it on target. Mayo controls for Windsor. Twiddle cuts through the middle before playing it ahead for Oliveira. Oliveira trying to turn past the defender. De Silva stays right with her. Twiddle loses possession, but it'll stay with Caboto on the side out. Mayo back to Twiddle, looking to get some movement away from the ball as that's turned over. De Silva with a good defensive step as now she tries to get past Mayo. De Silva unable to keep it in at the back line. And Jones will take it now for Caboto. Jones looking to stretch the floor here with a throw. Oliveira shook the defender but never possessed it. Otherwise, she could have been in on a breakaway. Matthew playing that one forward to Abdul Malik, but it goes under her foot. And possession to Caboto. Murphy off the bench, steps forward, draws over to Windebank. Turned over, Walker with the interception. Talia Walker tries to draw the cross. Great tackle there as Maya breaks it up. Now here goes Twiddle for Caboto. Shot right on, big save! Oh, the left hand of Sarah Anisha Bradbury darts out just in time to parry that one away. What an opportunity for Caboto. What a save by Bradbury. Big overlap run, and there's Bradbury once again stretching out to strip it away from the intended Windebank. United trying to stretch the floor, nothing doing with that one. As the cup and the medals are out down below us, but still to be determined who will be hoisting that cup today. That's a big chance there by Murphy. Turned away by the keeper and may have hit the post as well, as Bradbury seemed to be a little flat-footed on that one. Murphy can't believe that possession's going to GS United here. And that might speak to the fact that it went off the post and Bradbury might not have gotten a touch to it. 6 and change remaining in the second half. Mihalopoulos in control here for Caboto. Crosses in front. Oh, off the post! Windebank with enough of a touch. And Bradbury bailed out by the woodwork once again. Caboto have hit a number of crossbar and posts today. Slimmest of margins, I'll say it again. Brianna Caldwell with the restart. That's blocked by Campbell. Tries to step forward with a shot. Fearless block by Mihalopoulos. Murphy, she gets clattered. And a free kick now for Caboto. Let's get a look at the replay. And this is the foul with a couple of GS players coming together. De Silva called for the whistle. Caldwell stands over top the ball to take the kick. Plays ahead for Murphy. De Silva defending her back. Again, contact, but this time ball out of touch. Stays with Windsor. Caldwell. Murphy trying to cut inside for the shot, and she drove it low and hard. But from that range, a relatively routine save there for Bradbury. De Silva trying to dribble her way out of traffic, and it's out for a Caboto kick-in. 5:25 to go in the second half. All square 3-3 here between Windsor Caboto and Scarborough GS United women in the Ontario Futsal Cup 2026 women's final. Again, if we're tied at the final whistle, we'd go straight to penalties. But it certainly feels like one of these teams will find a breakthrough here in the final 5 minutes. As Jones plays that ball up the floor and easily scooped up by Bradbury. She looks to throw it out. Campbell in possession temporarily, as good defensive shielding there by Caldwell. Mihalopoulos. Windebank can't feed that one through as she tried to flick it between her feet. However, GS United can't complete the pass and they turn it over. And we've had a player lose, I guess you can call that a shin pad. That is the smallest piece of protective equipment I've ever seen. Oh, what a chance! Murphy, who lost the quote-unquote shin pad, stonewalled in tight. Massive save by Bradbury. Bradbury tried to catch Jones off her line on the restart. Ball turned over now as here goes Walker. Feeds ahead. That shot. Did Jones get a touch? They're appealing for a corner, and yes, she did. So Hunter Jones makes the save on the shot by Samantha Banfield, and now Banfield tries the quick restart from the corner. Looking for movement. Plays for Walker. Back to Banfield. Top where Campbell couldn't quite square onto it. And as a result, her shot never challenged the target. Jones throwing it out, but she took too long to restart the play. Possession turned over and a free kick opportunity now for GS United at the top of the penalty area. Big miscue there by the keeper, Hunter Jones. As Scarborough GS United, a trio of players, will talk strategy here for this kick. All 4 Caboto players setting up to defend this with the wall. They'll block the far side of the net. Jones has got to get them sorted. Campbell fakes it in tight. Oh, what a save! Great trickery from the restart. Banfield stoned in tight as Jones just closed the 5-hole in time. That ball off a Caboto player, out for another GS United corner. Campbell just drills it off Odessa, and they'll try it again. What a save by Hunter Jones. GS United have it, but they're being pressured here as Rowe tries to contest against Campbell after Vanderland had her hands full. Devlin nearly turned over. Oh, right to the top of her area comes Bradbury to pick that off the foot of Rowe. Campbell in possession for United. Makes the pass ahead. There's a shot attempt as Adrian Devlin let it go. Get a look at the replay here with 3:48 remaining in the second half, and I think we got a timeout on the floor. So we got a bit of a break here with the timeout. And it's going to come down to the final few moments of this match and maybe more. As here in the Ontario Futsal Cup 2026 Women's Final, we are all square 3-3 between Scarborough GS United and Windsor Caboto. While we got the timeout break, let's get a look at the 6 goals that brought us to this scoreline. As we'll get you the bulk of them anyways, as there's Campbell with her first. That was the opening goal of this match. Caboto working back from the deficit, and on that beautiful tic-tac-toe, Oliveira finished it off. What a match she's had. There's the go-ahead goal at the time from Twiddle that made it 2-1. Caboto would add another before the break as GS United pick one up here from Walker. That coming in the second half. And that's the last goal we've had in this match that sent us back to a 3-3 scoreline. So we've had lead changes, we've had excitement, we even had a penalty kick in this one, which was converted by Ashley Campbell for GS United. And now they try press ahead here as Devlin steps over top the ball, draws it back for De Silva. 3.5 minutes remaining. Devlin crosses in, and Jones just got her fingertips to that one. Jaden Matthew gets set to take the corner. Looking for options. Not a ton of movement off the ball. They get it back to Matthew. Devlin crosses. Oh, Osorio with the slightest touch, and you could see her put her hands to her face. She can't believe she missed. Ashley Osorio's had some great chances today. Here goes Rowe for Caboto. Syme back to Rowe, trying to step around the defender, but nice coverage that time by De Silva. A reminder that we've got the men's final up next between Scarborough GS United, Toronto Idolo, and Woodbridge 9 October, Toronto. As Woodbridge looking to make it 4 consecutive Cup championships, with Toronto Idolo trying to reclaim the title that they haven't hoisted since 2022. There's a chance for Rowe. Her shot gets blocked. Ball ricochets away from her. Osorio trying to close it down. Rowe trying to shake Osorio. Rowe got spun around, appeals for a call, but nothing doing. However, Windsor will have possession on the side out. There you get a look at the replay. As with 2:41 remaining in the second half, Dessa gets set to restart. Syme to Dessa. Puts it towards the face of goal. Defender scrambling. Oh, how did that stay out? Rowe with the shot. And did Bradbury make that save? Are you kidding me? Let's get a look at the replay. Oh, Bradbury just getting enough of it sprawling out. What a save by Sarah Anisha Bradbury. Osorio pressing on the ball carrier. Syme controls for Caboto. 2:15 to go in this match. Caldwell dishing that one off. Dessa back to Caldwell. She's got some space now. Caldwell draws the cross. Rose shoots and drives it wide of the near post. A sigh of relief there from the keeper, Bradbury. As that last chance, maybe a little too close for comfort. Mayo with the defensive header, trying to get it back was Campbell. That ball off of Rowe, and it'll be possession to GS United with 1:48 remaining. Ball played ahead now for Fleming Thompson. Tries to turn past the defender. Two come in and they strip it away. Rowe there, and Fleming Thompson with a great defensive effort to hustle back and prevent Rowe from getting separation. Dessa, Mayer, Syme, Caboto trying to turn through the middle. Possession turned over. Fleming Thompson, she gets tripped up, and that'll draw a free kick here for Scarborough GS United with 92 seconds remaining in regulation. There's the foul, the free kick to come. Oh, and a costly foul here with the situation. 5 fouls committed, so this free kick will be defended with no wall. And a chance maybe for Ashley Campbell to get GS United up late in this match. Set piece opportunity. Campbell shoots. Big save by Jones. Campbell converted from the penalty spot in the first half. That time with the uncontested free kick attempt. Jones there to make a massive save. Minute 30 remaining. Campbell. Walker back to Campbell. Closed down by Mihalopoulos. And possession to the keeper here, Jones. She looks to stretch the floor. Oliveira unmarked! And she scores! Oh my goodness! With a minute 24 left on the clock, Marissa Oliveira gives Windsor Caboto a 4-3 lead. Completely unmarked. Unbelievable. And what a mistake there from GS United late in the match. I don't know how you lose track of Oliveira, their main threat all match long. And the persistency pays off. And now GS United make the goalkeeping change. So they bring in Jocelyn Souza into the match to act as another outfielder, and there's Souza. They've got it's desperation time now for GS United. 1 minute remaining. Draws it to the post here. Walker thought it was going on net. If she closed in towards the post, she might have been able to tap that home. Incredible action here. Jones from her throw. Windabank has control, but it's knocked away. Possession out to Caboto. On the verge of making it 3 consecutive Ontario Futsal Cup victories, but they turn it over off the delay from the restart. And with 52.6 seconds remaining, GS United pushing everyone up here. Da Silva, Campbell. Campbell plays it down low to Fleming Thompson. It ricochets back to her after the first attempt was blocked. Campbell, Da Silva, her shot attempt blocked by Murphy. Murphy trying to take advantage with the empty net. Kicks at the distance, and that's going to put it away for Windsor. Caboto, as it will be, barring a miracle, 3 consecutive Ontario Futsal Cup victories. Sosa was pushing up with the net empty. You can see her scrambling back. May have gotten a piece of it, but couldn't keep it out as Murphy. Oh, what a save there from Jones! Campbell nearly pulled one back. 5-3, 30 seconds to go. Campbell shoots. That time it misses, and it's out. And soon another deserving team will engrave their name into Ontario Futsal Cup history as they receive their medals and hoist the Ontario Futsal Cup trophy created by Nothers, the award store. Controlling, here's Fleming Thompson, 12 seconds to go. Walker, she runs out of space. Campbell controlling for GS United. Sosa, 4 seconds to go. They've got to get this towards the net. Walker shoots, that's blocked, and that'll do it! And Windsor Caboto make it 3 consecutive Ontario Futsal Cup championships. 2024, 2025, and champions again in 2026 for the three-peat. (5-3) the final score at full time, and this match had a little bit of everything. Here you get a look at your full-time match stats. 59 combined shot attempts, 33 combined shots on target. What a back and forth affair, and by the slimmest of margins, Windsor Caboto secure victory once again. Congratulations to Windsor, and congratulations to Scarborough as well. What a great effort, but they fall just short today. Before we wrap things up, we'll just take care of a couple of sponsor reads here, as we were in the middle of the Nothers one. So for more than 50 years, Nothers, the award store, has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept planning all the way to product delivery. See how they can help your organization at nothers.com. Thank you again to our partners, our proud partners for today's event. We extend our gratitude to our broadcast partners, Hub International Insurance Brokers, our premier partners, Toronto FC, CPL, BMO, and Circle K, our official apparel, uniform, and equipment suppliers from O'Neill Sportswear, as well as Nothers, the award store. On behalf of our technical crew, my name's Nico. Thanks for tuning in. Don't go anywhere. The men's final is coming up next, as you've been watching the Ontario Futsal Cup 2026.